Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on bottom right side as the magenta Order of the Dragon, we got Liquid DeMu. Spawn on top left side as the green Abbasid Dynasty, we got El.loueMT. Of course, Abbasid Dynasty does have advanced berries, so gotta keep in mind that. Let's take a look at the map generation. Looks like all three small gold deposits spawned over here. Both deer deposits are co-mingling. They're sharing the same grass field. We got a small berry deposit here, but I think the deer the big prize, but also got a bunch of berries out in front of them as well. There's a lot of food in this region. This map does have, of course, giant cliff faces, which will choke up the map. You can see here, there's actually traversable ground here and here, with some large gold up here, small gold here. We do have a sizable tree deposit in right here, as well as right here, so a bit of choke points. Natural choke points. Let's see, what else is there for magenta? Natural gold is right there with the two small expansion golds in the back. Quite a bit of berries next to this gold deposit as well as a deer deposit. A lot of food here. Maybe that's a good spot for a second town center. The Order of the Dragon tends not to go for second town center, they go for the Palace of Swabia in general. Military wing now being researched. Oh yeah, it's nice to have Abbasid Dynasty with an Abbasid where you can actually see the age up. It may not seem like much, but for me as a caster who has to rely on reading a lot of things at once, it does help out. Akin Chapel now being put on a field, covering the gold deposit, the wood deposit, and not the berry deposit, just the soon-to-be sheep deposit. Got the other deer deposit over here with this stone deposit. East is secured up this region with a line of walls. We do have a small amount of traversable land that is all traversable, just don't mind deformation action. And of course, we got a massive entry point on this side of the mesa as well. There's a military wing gaining access to free spearmen and 2 free archers. Stable now being employed in the field by Grain, getting a bit of stability in his life. And we got professional scouts. I've been seeing a lot of professional players going for professional scouts. You now have some guild archers being put on the field. Local doggo under fire. Does get stabbed to death. A lot of wood being gathered up here. Of course, archers are more wood heavy. Especially gilded archers. 60 food, 100 delicious wood. Wait, wood's not delicious. It does smell nice when you burn it, most of the time. One gilded archer in the field, which will be very effective, but of course he's a little bit outnumbered. I think Green could win the fight, but he may not want to win that fight. He'll lose quite a bit, Pyrrhic victory, and now he's just gonna fall back for small force here. This offensive force applied a bit of pressure, now I can apply some defense. You have a stable here, but no horsemen just yet. Going for the hardened spearmen. Also, you've seen the guild archers. It would be a good idea to go for horsemen. Scout taking some fire. So is one of the sheeple. Sheep down. Sheep down. You know what's something we could see as a balance thing? When professional scouts allows you to pick up deer, why not also allow you to pick up sheep carcasses as well, just in case if one gets picked off like that. A small little buff to professional scouts. I know in the campaign you could also pick up boar, which could be a little bit overpowered, but actually, honestly, I sort of frown upon like how expensive professional scouts is. I see a lot of advantages, but it is quite an investment. You have to know your opponent's going for economic play to go for professional scouts. In which Abbasid Dynasty is probably the most powerful economic faction. And they have a good amount of... They can lack a little bit in H2 in military aggression, but they do still have a nice benefit in boot camp. But they do also have great possibilities in Age 3 with the Gilons getting very, very potent. And now with archers as well. And especially in this patch where archers get bonus damage versus light gunpowder. Positive bows, and overall feels like archers got massive buff, and they're now hard counter to gunpowder units, which is Honestly, somewhat should have been, but I think maybe it's a little bit too much. I would probably say, honestly, the damage versus gunpowder could be reduced by 1 or 2 points. I think just a little bit too strong, because some civilizations rely on having gunpowder, such as the Ottomans. You have a gilded horseman on the field. My Twitch gun. I think I see an issue for my Twitch stream. Quick refresh on my other computer. Sorry about that. Of course, like I asked, I have everything live and then upload the replays up to YouTube, which you all may be watching. Or maybe you're the one person that's watching live right now. Howdy. Professional or survival techniques now researched as well. And we start picking up the deer nice and safe. He has 3 scouts in the field, and there's a lot of deer here. Maybe a good idea. If he gets 5, he can pick up all the deer in 3 loads. I think Green may have spot the professional scouts right then and there, which should alert him. Now he may want an eye to protect his deer deposits, in which it should be pretty easy. An outpost or 2 will be more than plenty for that. Maybe a little bit overkill. Maybe actually eyeing to build a town center over there. Sure, you won't get a discount from Fertile Crescent, but would help him provide good protection for the deer deposit. But either way, you now have Castle Wage for the Abbasid Dynasty. He has, of course, gone for the Economic Wing, which you can, of course, get Fertile Crescent now. As well as Agriculture, which now seeing how the farming nerfs, which now all each upgrade is 10% rather than 50%, this is actually got inherent buff to give the Abbasid a very good advantage. Additionally, the fact that I've always said the Golden Age Tier 1 is the most powerful economic buff in the entire game, and more so now for farming, but still very good for the other resources as well. Excuse me. Horsemen are a good counter to the professional scouts. Professional scouts, when carrying some venison, does move at 1.06, which is still slower than a spearman. So spearman's technically still engaged, but the constant moving away does cause issues with spearmen trying to consistently engage. You have a good number of the gilded archers in the field, ungilded scouts, gilded spearmen being put in the field, unhardened, and gilded horsemen, 2 of them. You now have some lance in the field. Gilded spearman would be very useful. He's going for the hardened gilded spearman upgrade now. I love how there's a lot of name changes for Order Dragon units. Because originally, when this faction was released, or Civilization released, it was just called Dragon Villagers for Order the Dragon. Then they renamed the Gilded, and they started fixing all the names. So it's, rather than say mixing Dragon and Gilded, they just called them all Gilded. Like beforehand, you may still occasionally hear me say Dragon Hand Cannoneers rather than Gilded Hand Cannoneers. Because originally on release it was Dragon Hand Cannoneer. Tell you what, I shall now call them Dovahkiin Hand Cannoneers. Which technically, as much of all the Skyrim mods, where they added, oh, this one added a gun, technically, in the Skyrim world, there is canon that work in that universe, which means guns, basic gunpowder stuff, is actually feasibly possible. It's just a matter of just downsizing it to be carried by people. But now villagers being hit there does only lose 1, which is actually pretty nice, seeing that was a bunch of lances on top of them. You could perhaps take out the scout. Taking out the scout would be quite nice. Deny the vision. Unable to take out the scout there. I tried to drink from a drink, the lid's still on it. I'm an idiot. We now have both players now H3. The Order Dragon player from Regnate's Cathedral. In order to make that more valuable than Bolgraf Pause, you need to get at least 4 relics. 3 relics and weighted more slightly favorable Bolgraf Pause, but it's also assuming building 100% from it. If you're not building 100% from it, yeah, the Regnate's Cathedral is probably a better choice. Bolgraf Pause is definitely the safer choice. Magne's Cathedral, of course, have to do something to make use of it. Number of scouts going down. Villagers are claiming the deer, but he's not going to try to steal any deer. Good horseman engaging. Good horseman has 15 damage, 250 health, versus Lancer's 24 damage, 230 health. 1.5 attack speed versus 1.75. That's standard horseman attack speed. First of all, the Lancers will win a fight between 1v1. Looks like that one does go down. Down south, it looks like the imams do find more relics. Looks like green will grab every single relic. Ooh, the Regnius Cathedrals. Now just inherently, if you manage to secure all the relics, it's going to be inherently just absolutely worthless. This is a massive loss for Magenta. He has to at least get one relic, get some sort of value out of the Regnius Cathedral. At this point in time, the Regnius Cathedral will buy him nothing other than a free monastery. Lancer does go down. Good archers do have right now 9 hits. We can get up to 10. They offer a high attack speed as well. And the relic does go down because green will obtain every single relic. We have now composite bowmen are being researched by the Abbasid Dynasty, making his archers some of the most powerful in the entire game. Though guild archers can be quite nice as well. They can get dragon scaled armor, giving them +3 range armor, making them significantly more effective versus other range units. Got a handful of good crossbowmen up on the field as well. Lancers move around. They will find a pair of villagers. Bit of damage on this Lancer here. May go down with the next arrow volley. Does go down to the arrow volley. Now the dragon scaled armor being researched, or just scaled armor. I'm gonna call it dragon scaled. Order the Dragon. I think I make that reference every single time. Got around palisade walls there, and berries being collected. Trading post is not a great spot for trade. It'd have to be diagonal, like out down there to be maximum value, minimum map obstruction. Or green could try trading this far one, but you need to cut a bit of trees there to make it more efficient. Abbasid Dynasty not only has excellent villagers, but they also have one of the best trading, if not the best trading economy in the entire game. Elam's push way forward. Some of those guild spearmen does take the damage there. And we also have now the rivets being researched by Magenta. Magenta has a decent amount of food reserve, not enough resources for an age up. Abbasid Dynasty player is just pulling out all of his resources. Abbasid Dynasty player does also get a handful of crossbowmen there, but there's no armored targets to shoot at. We do have one Gilded Knight in the field for our armored target. Archer now moving around, finding some villagers. Very nice. There's the Gilded Knight there, offering a 47 damage charge attack. You got an idea of the Gilded Lancer just to, or Knight, focus down those villagers, so I'm trying to engage this large formation. Magenta is slowly being pushed from back. good knight and good archer falls him back there. We do have now a lancer taking out the prelate. Remember as well, if you're ever going to take a look at the villager count between two players, or the dragon, the villagers produce 20% slower or 28% more effective. For simple math, just add 25% to this, which is approximately going to be 11. Let's just round up to 12. So he has roughly 58 villagers for 56. Green has killed off 4 villagers. Magenta's only killed off 1. A single gilded knight will be spotted, and will be taken out by those ungilded crossbowmen. Good damage there. Line of walls being built there. A basic line of walls provides some protection. So some of these villagers are on the wrong side. They could run over here. So that one lady may be picked on us. So there's this lady. Magenta does not have any siege weapons in the field. Green has to point out 1 Mangonel, which would be a decent item. They'll always have trouble gauging the fights between these two. Since Magenta has a higher military arm, which does usually properly calculate that these are times 2, it's odd number thanks to this single scout, because he's the odd one out. Phalanx now being researched by Green. Horsemen gain some damage to those villagers. Not enough room for all those villagers. Green's also pulling out some palisade walls down here. Double Spearman trying to pursue this force. All Sega has been catched up by Magenta. Green still, of course, has 5 relics. Those horsemen getting good engagement there. He does manage to make an opening there. Or find an opening. Mangonel push way forward. Good number of crossbow and guillaumes there. Still not a whole lot of armored units right now from Magenta. Just a single man at arms. And it's an early man at arms. Early gilded man at arms. Bit of damage there. Mangonel gains some various damage there. Mangonel being focused down pretty quickly. Does manage to get rapidly paired up by all those nearby villagers. And looks like Green will hold again. Right now the villager count is quite even, which is not good for Green. He's lost a number of villagers thanks to those horsemen. So I think I still see one, or maybe that's just a scout. Green's getting some good damage there. This choke point is actually very, very small. It's a tiny little bit here. The wall segment or the gate is technically not traversable. There's a tiny little bit of segment there from that wood post that is long traversement. Ah, it is a scout that's still alive there. Scout is down, not big surprise. Got the veteran spearman now being researched by Abbasid Dynasty. I would assume we would have seen that earlier, but it is being researched now. I suppose spearmen hitting horsemen, they always generally do pretty well regardless of age. Only time that feudal age spearmen have trouble, I would say, is fighting against French Royal Knights with the Royal Bloodlines upgrade, thanks to Royal Institute. Now we got the Inspired Warriors research for the Prelates. Horsemen going on down. All 6 sides captured up by Magenta. Archer trying to prevent that. Horsemen will be able to easily deal with that archer. Down south, Umba will now be killed on off. We do not have textiles from Magenta. Green does have textiles. And it looks like Green is trying to build something down here. I'm not sure what though. Oh, that's what Green's trying to build. He's trying to build some stone walls. Magenta will see these villagers. I wonder if he actually realizes sees it. We got the horsemen now. Yep. Moving to engage those villagers. Number of these units getting inspired. Stone walls now being built. They will not be completed. Spearmen being pursued by some gilded spearmen. Down south, we got the horsemen trying to capture that sector, but got gilded spearmen to protect it. Gilded spearmen will take apart these horsemen. I don't think it's a good idea to send these horsemen to engage these gilded spearmen. Yep, taking a lot of damage there. Huh, there's also a little bit of traversable land right there. I did not realize that. I don't think that'll make a massive difference. It also does mean these walls will need to be placed here as well as right here. Horseman does go down there. We do have a veteran camel rider there. Immediately gets picked on off. No more camel unease. Well, we got another camel rider here, but getting hit by this outpost. We have these spearmen that managed to find some villagers. He does not have textiles, nor any melee armor. This is Green Spearman didn't last so too long. Now got the Gilded Horseman charging forward. Agonel still doing just fine. Does roll a miss there though. Got some camel archers here to reduce the damage output from these good horsemen. He does focus them down. Agonel goes down though. Two Galon here. Spearman does go down there. We do now have these horsemen trying to engage these villagers. Green so far killed off 28 villagers. I didn't realize how many villagers he killed off. Wasn't paying attention to them. That's actually quite a significant amount. Green also does have 2 town centers on the field. And if we were to add another 12 to this, you'll be up to basically 60 villagers versus 85, so he's a bit behind, but Palace Wabi will help him fabricate villagers. And archers who fire over the wall there. Horsemen trying to deal with all these gilded archers. Gilon getting the gilded horsemen. Magenta still has probably too many crossbow in the field. He hasn't been fighting enough armor to really warrant that many. The bowmen will probably be more than plenty in this situation. Lord Dragon player is now age on up. Abbasid player has enough gold to age up and needs a lot more food. He has a lot of villagers on food right now. Put the rest of the deer deposit just down to 1 last deer. Green's doing some good focus firing there. Taking out those spearmen first. Camel Riders going down. You now have the elite gilded archer research now complete. He's able to probably get a pretty nice tech advantage. He has plenty of gold and wood at the moment, not so much food. I do have a keeping established here. Now Green's trying to pull out another Mangonel. Range 3 damage now being researched. So trying to repair up those walls. Keep maybe interrupted. There's a large amount of force pushing forward, and it keeps not even halfway built. Horsemen and Gilons pushing forward. Now have the culture ring bring research, allow him to get cheaper research, among other things. Green's now falling back. A good number of these archers still firing away. Magneto's trying to get some good engagements. Green's going for his own 4 to keep. We then have the silk bowstring research, increasing the range of these good archers by 1.5. Putting up to 7. They'll just take some hits there from the keep now.
Befehle wie diese sind keine Last. Den Marsch zu neuer Position.
Another Mangonel on the field, being deployed in the field. Be pretty useful. 1 single site or 2 single sites captured up by, or not just the one captured up by Magenta at the moment. Let's go and head up to this one. We got some basic palisade walls here. Got stone walls here, but of course there's still openings right there. Green's trying to push forward, try to create an opening. Cancel the stone walls. That is not built there. Now got incendiary arrows being researched by the Order Dragon player. Easy Keylon research on the way, as well as preservation of knowledge. Abbasid gate taking some fire there. Wood research as well. Horsemen engaging these gilded villagers. They do have textiles. A couple of spearmen trying to protect them. Walls have come down. Got some prelates here to inspire some of these units. Senior is still being researched. Prelates have not inspired these units. Horseman takes some damage there. Good number of Gilons here. This guy's putting up to 13 damage per attack. I can know. That was a little bit of a miss. Good archers getting some damage on these Gilons. They only have 8 range armor, which these guys have 16 damage. They're taking 50% less damage, which is still quite significant. Elite armor attacks on the way for green. They're also going for some hand cannoneers. I don't think hand cannoneers would be useful against all these gilded archers. Keep firing against that wall or gate. Over and push his way forward. Over does get a good shot there. Slowly lifting off the keep. Maybe hit really soon. Archers getting some decent damage. Magneto's firing some horsemen. Elon's push way forward and now pushing the way back. You also have the increased drop rate, improved processing for green, ready improving all of its income. Push way forward, get some damage there on those forces. The arms are advancing and they're falling back now, taking quite a bit of damage there. And let's get a volley down the spearmen. Keep taking some more and more damage there. Another call for now pulling the field. This time's Magentas. Gets a good hit there on the Mangonel. I just realized something. Never mind. She just keeps going down. A couple Gilons go for a flank. Try to pick up that Falconet. Alright, Culverin. Wrong game. Keep taking severe damage. This is set delays. Would likely go down. We'll see him repair villagers nearby. Green skill on the allocation of horsemen. Got some NKs at back line for green. Mangonel takes some damage. Green tries to force Mangonel's engages various forces. Culverin's taking some shots on the Gilons. Green's help support from another keep. I wonder if he has they need to keep research. keeping on build. So, I think severe damage starting to repair out some villagers now. He has plenty of stone right now. He also reinforced with these gilded archers. Has some gilded crossbow now they're going through. They are elite. Keep taking massive fire there. Kelons, couple Kelons do manage to get on top of the culverins. When a culverin does go down, looks like both of them have gone down. And Magenta is backing on off. Magenta's already much smaller at the moment, needs to kind of regroup, only building handful of spear, now queuing up some more crossbow and prelates. Couple Gilams to get on top of these villagers. Right now, Magenta almost has 100 villagers, so it's effectively 128 villagers at the moment. Green right now has 117, so Magenta does have a slight villager advantage. Though both players are missing the final gold research, which provides more drop off. Magenta will be creating a hole there relatively soon. There is now a hole there. Force him to push way forward. Magenta does have a nice force there. Around the lock-in chapel was on the front line, which means the villagers are very exposed. And maybe some of the villagers starts defending. Some of the forms getting splashed a little bit by the mangonels. Elon's push way forward. Some of the forms have gone down. Another prelate's being hit quite hard by those mangonels. Good number of prelates went down that shot. Culverin does go down. Magenda's mangonels started going down as well. Green's getting a little bit overwhelmed. You start falling back. Green's culverin does go down. Villagers moving along the flank, engaged by these Giloms. Magenta does have some cannoneers on the field. And that was getting some good volume in those various other forces though. And now I do have some more walls being built by Green, forward of palisade walls, going for a gate as well as another outpost. Pattern trying to take up that wall. There may be an opening here. I now finds a couple volleys down south. Does get a bit of damage. Green has 3 mangonels, 4 mangonels in this location. Flashing on various stuff. Green also has a significant number of hand cannoneers. Overall, the gilded archers should be very effective, though those mangonels will still cause some issues. splash damage there on some of those parts of the back line. Green's Mangonels some fire, but none have gone down just yet. Does get that health regen there from these villagers nearby. And overall, Green's front line and back line disintegrated. He does manage to keep out all the siege weapons. Good. Good damage on those forces. Green has every single sacred site. Got some Gilons being pulled over here. They damage on Magenta units significant at the moment. Magenta does also have a larger military force afield. Green is a small military force. He's going for more hand cannoneers and spearmen. Mangonels gets good damage on those prelates. It's just a good number of prelates running around, healing everything up. I wonder if he has the advanced healing upgrade. Was it called herbal medicine in this game? It's what it's called for health regen in castles. He's falling back, has some losses there in the siege weapons. Those are falling back as well. Good damage to some of those Magenta forces. Over and firing away. Mangonel backing off. Mangonel's almost down. Does go down there. Down south, we got a villager up that stone. Vision is now trying to capture this sacred site, or one of the sacred sites. That wall does go down. Spearmen push forward. Good number of hand cannoneers in the back line. The horsemen go down. They got a good number of gilded horsemen up here. Green right now has a lot of Mangonels, but just having trouble dealing with them. There's no longer hard counted Mangonels. But he's finding he gets a good number of spear. Maybe he should go for his own spring golds.
Wir werden angeschossen!
Yeah, the horseman does go down. Got all these spearmen moving around. He has his own set of walls here. He needs to build a battery ram to break down this set of walls. Got the horseman falling on back now. Right now this battle can go either way. Magenta has a higher economy. Green does not. Both sides have plenty of military force in the field. Green, of course, is still not pop capped. Green also has a very large number of siege weapons. Magenta has a very small number of one forward. There's also a pop cap, so the other one will not be put on the field just yet. Veteran built there, he's not pushed way forward. Green has a decent range force there in an urbanized environment. That deals those horsemen. Green has right now +1 range damage, so that would help up to keep doing more damage to his horsemen. Over here, do now the veteran engage the gate. Get a horseman starting to hit Green's economy. Green does have decent resource reserve of food, missing some other resources. Gold does not establish his trade economy just yet, nor does he have the trade wing. Green does chase down south to their death. Looks like only this gold deposit only thing remaining on the field. It does have 2,600 gold remaining. Green will be crossing the T. Good damage on those crossbowmen. Green doesn't have too many Gilons on the field, so the crossbowmen are not going to be super effective. He mostly has just spearmen, good number of hand cannoneers in the back line. Of course, good archers will rip them apart. He has been on his own hand cannoneers in the field. Got keep versus keep. Magenta's also trying to steal that wood deposit. This wood back here has been stolen. And Magenta's going for a good trade. Of course, it's not a great trade path, getting 40 gold. Good damage on those villagers, getting a good slice of them. Both players are a bit low in villagers. Magenta, of course, has more and more powerful villagers. Magenta's right now is military force above 100 as well. Green has over 100 military force as well. Remember, added +25 siege. Get on to the horsemen, try and engage these villagers who are one is harvesting some wood. Some of those ungood horsemen start going down. Magno's firing our volley there. Magenta's trying to pick up those siege weapons. Some of those mangonels are going down. He's at one. Mangonels pretty forward. Village now falling back. Green has gotten a good number of them killed. And it looks like all of these villages may go down. They will go down. Magenta's now below 250, now down to 56. Magno's get a valuable hit there on those range forces. Magenta is back out of the game now. This hand great saying, thank you for watching. On the next replay.